The problem is if you're fully reliant on that platform, you are in a very dangerous situation.
Becoming the landlord, not the tenant.
Yes.
And that's one of the things that I have like on my mind all the time. I'm helping people extract leads from LinkedIn, but I always tell them to take them to their list.
Yes.
So they become the landlord, not the tenant, which is something that you say all the time.
It is. It is. It's very, very, very important that you have a media property that you control. So a lot of people are reliant on third-party media properties. So for example, YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, whatever. And the problem with that is that they're all good platforms. I'm not saying don't use those platforms, but the problem is if you're fully reliant on that platform, you are in a very dangerous situation. Why? Because they can change the rules anytime. And so it used to be that you could reach everyone on Facebook, and people spent a lot of time building their likes and followers. And then one day Facebook said, no, we're changing the rules. You can only now reach a small percentage unless you pay us. On YouTube, we've seen a lot of YouTube videos get removed, and it's not necessarily because something is wrong or bad or anything like that. They just change their policy. They don't like this type of content anymore, or they remove it, or they charge for it, or whatever. And you don't have to be doing something weird or controversial for that to happen. So recently Pinterest stopped accepting advertising for weight loss, right? So if you're reliant on Pinterest ads for selling weight loss things, then you're in trouble, right? So what you want to do is have a media property that you control, that you really own, something like an email list, something like your own video, your own website, your own blog, all of those things. And then you want to use third-party media like Facebook, like LinkedIn, Twitter, all of those things to send that traffic to you and build your asset. So what we want to do is build a powerful asset that's going to work for you forever, right? Because a lot of these platforms, they change all the time. Their algorithms change, their policies change. And so you're being the tenant. And just like when you're a tenant in real life, the landlord can kick you out at any time. The landlord can say, okay, your lease is up. Thank you very much. I'm going to sell this house, or I'm going to rent it to somebody else, or whatever. And they can kick you out at any time. So you really want to be the landlord, not the tenant. Very, very important.